Performative outrage. Are you an activist or just acting? Tired of the constant online drama? Ever wonder if that fiery rant is genuine concern or just a performance? Let's dissect performative outrage and learn how to spot the difference between real action and empty virtue signaling. Performative outrage is the exaggerated display of moral anger, often online, intended more to showcase one's virtue than to create meaningful change. It's a form of social signaling, where the primary goal is to appear morally superior to others. This behavior manifests in several ways. Think of the loud online rants, the call-out comments in public threads, and the over-the-top emotional reactions to minor offenses. It's about shaming others to feel morally elevated and using activism as a brand or identity. The focus shifts from solving problems to gaining visibility. This type of outrage isn't about finding solutions, it's about self-promotion. It's a way of saying, "Look how much I care," without actually doing anything substantial. It's a shallow imitation of genuine activism. Several telltale signs can help you identify performative outrage. One key indicator is a lack of nuance. Everything is presented in black and white, leaving no room for dialogue or questions. This oversimplification stifles meaningful discussion. Another sign is that the outrage is public, not personal. Instead of engaging in respectful conversation, the issue is broadcast for maximum exposure. This public display is more about garnering attention than resolving the conflict. Moral superiority is also a common trait. The focus isn't on the issue itself, but on positioning oneself as morally superior to others. This creates a divisive environment rather than fostering understanding. Performative outrage is often reactive, based on assumptions, headlines, or a superficial understanding of the issue. This lack of depth undermines the credibility of the outrage. Crucially, there's often no call to action, just shaming and drama, with no meaningful next steps. Why do people engage in performative outrage? One reason is to gain a sense of control. Outrage can provide a temporary feeling of power, especially for those who feel powerless in other areas of their lives. Managing fear is another motivator. When people don't understand something such as AI, technology, or cultural shifts, they may lash out to feel more secure. This reaction is rooted in anxiety and uncertainty. Feeling significant is also a driving force. Outrage is attention-grabbing, giving people a sense of importance in a noisy world. It's a way to stand out and be noticed. Signaling belonging is another key factor. It demonstrates loyalty to a group, ideology, or side, reinforcing social bonds. Finally, it can be a way to avoid vulnerability. It's easier to rage than to ask honest questions, admit fear, or have an uncomfortable conversation. This avoidance protects individuals from facing their own insecurities. Performative outrage has several detrimental effects. It silences honest discussion, as people become afraid to speak, explore, or learn. This chilling effect stifles intellectual curiosity and open dialogue. It divides communities, turning even friends against each other over misinterpreted posts. This polarization erodes social cohesion and trust. It replaces genuine action with ego, as real activism is about sacrifice and solutions, not performance. Constant outrage desensitizes people, dulling our ability to recognize real injustice. This emotional fatigue can lead to apathy and inaction. It's also exhausting for everyone involved, especially those trying to live authentically. So, how should you respond to performative outrage? First, don't feed it. Arguing often gives them more attention, reinforcing their behavior. Stay grounded. If you know your intentions are clean, you don't owe shame-based reactivity your energy. Ask questions. If you engage, try curiosity. What would a better outcome look like to you? This can shift the focus from blame to solutions. Create content anyway. Fear of outrage should never silence your voice. Model the difference. Be real. Be respectful. Show what thoughtful conviction looks like. This sets a positive example for others to follow. Performative outrage might feel powerful, but it's ultimately hollow. Real strength lies in discernment, empathy, and courage. In a world obsessed with being seen as good, dare to actually be good, even if it's quieter, slower, and messier. Don't get caught up in the cycle of online drama. Instead, focus on genuine action and meaningful change. The goal isn't to outshout the angry crowd, it's to outlast them with integrity. Now, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever engaged in performative outrage? What steps can you take to ensure your actions are driven by genuine concern rather than a desire for attention? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful discussions on navigating the complexities of modern society. Let's strive for authenticity and impact, not just applause.